If we can look at what our partner's doing from an altruistic perspective, in other words, we believe what they're doing is from a place of good and not a place of harm, it really shifts how we perceive what's happening in a situation.
Hi, this is Peter Kowalke, and today I'm talking with Jeremi McManus. First of all, thank you for joining us, Jeremy. I really
Yeah, of
appreciate it.
course. Great to be here with you, Peter. Thank you.
How do two people come together as one on something like parenting styles? You know, because they have to come together and because they can't be doing it their own individual ways. That could be conflict. So how do couples bridge that gap effectively?
There's a really great term that John Gottman coined. He called it altruism, right? And what he said was, if we can look at what our partner's doing from an altruistic perspective, in other words, we believe what they're doing is from a place of good and not a place of harm, it really shifts how we perceive what's happening in a situation, right? So if we look at our partner who's maybe disciplining our child or our kids in a way that we would not, and we can say, I'm going to believe right now, even though that's not my style, that he or she is coming from an altruistic place, from a good place, it really shifts like how reactive we get to the situation. And it also, the side benefit is it lets our kids know that we're on the same page as mom and dad, or dad and dad, or mom and mom, whatever the situation is. And then they feel more safe, and they feel more safe and more at ease knowing that mom and dad are on the same page.
You need to trust, first of all. You need
Right.
to
That's
stop
it.
making it a oppositional relationship, and
Hmm.
if you trust them, then you can be on their team more. You're not
That's
fighting against something. You may not know exactly what this is or why it needs to be done this way, but you're maybe more receptive to it
hmm
if you assume that this could be a good idea and or something you misunderstand, and not just something to fight against, basically.
Well said. Yep.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with me,
Oh, it's my
Jeremy.
pleasure.
I really appreciate it. I know you're very busy with your practice. For those who are interested in learning more about Jeremy and his practice, and maybe even becoming a client of his, they can go to sfrelationshipcoaching.com. That's Jeremy's site where you can find out more about his practice. So thank you very much for taking the time to talk with me, Jeremy. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure, Peter. Great talking to you.